In the previous video, we already learned about the concept of block subnet. Next, in this video, we are going to learn about networking devices. In the computer network, we will need some device that build a computer network itself. The main devices that we need to build a computer network is switch and router. Actually, there are many other devices that we will need in computer network, like firewall, access point, wireless controller, and others. But in this course, we will learn about these two first, which is switch and router. Switch is used to connecting many computers that is in the same block subnet, and router is used to connecting many computers that is in the different block subnet. If you remember in the previous video, I show you that if two PC in the different block subnet, the two PC cannot communicate each others. So, if here we have two PC, the IP address of PC1 is 10.10.10.10/27, and the IP address of PC2 is 10.10.10.60. Here we can see that PC1 is in the first block subnet, and PC2 is in the second block subnet. In this case, PC1 cannot communicate with PC2. But if the IP address of PC2 also in the first block subnet, let's say 20, these two PC will be able to communicate each others. Okay, now let's learn more about switch. Remember that switch is used to connecting many PC that is in the same block subnet. In the previous case, we only have two PC. But how if we also have PC3 and PC4? How if we have 100 PC? This is why we need a switch. So here, we can put a switch, and then all of computer can connect to a switch. How many computer can connect to the switch? This is based on the port in the switch. Some switches have 24 ports, and some other switches have 48 ports. All of these PC that connected to the same switch must be in the same block subnet. So, all of PC can communicate each others. Let's say we use IP address 10.10.10.x. The X will be replaced for each computer. Let's say for PC1, the IP address is 10.10.10.2, PC2 10.10.10.3, in the PC3 10.10.10.4, in the PC4 10.10.10.5, and let's say here we use IP address 10.10.10.50. In this case, PC1 until PC4 will be able to communicate each others, but PC5 cannot communicate with PC1 until PC4. Why? Because PC1 until PC4 is in the same block subnet, which is first block subnet, but PC5 is in the different block subnet, which is second block subnet. Okay? So that is the function of switch, which is connecting many computers that in the same block subnet. Now, let's learn about router. Router is used to connecting many PC in the different block subnet. Now, let's change this first. Let's say we will use 10. And here, let's say we will use 20 and 25. Okay? So, all of this PC is in the first block subnet. Let's say this is room number 1. Now, let's draw for room number 2. Here we also have a switch and have some PC that connected to the switch. For all PC in the room number 2, we will use second block subnet. Here we use 10.10.10.35. Remember that 35 is in the second block subnet, and here we use 40, 41, 42, 43, and let's say 50. Here, all PC in the room number 1 will be able to communicate each others, and all PC in the room number 2 will also able to communicate each others. But the question is, how to communicate with different room? Let's say we want to communicate between PC in the room number 1 and room number 2. To do this, we will need a router. Okay, so here I draw a router, and we need to connecting switch in the room number 1 to the router, also switch in the room number 2 to the router. Okay, now all PC in the room number 1 will able to communicate with all PC in the room number 2. The summary is that switch is used to connecting many PC in the same block subnet, while router is used to connecting many PC in the different block subnet. I think enough for this video. I hope you understand the function of switch and router. In the next video, we are going to practice about switch and router in Cisco Packet Tracer. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video.